trying bet.
If all of this allegedly took place from 2018, why are arrests only being made now, we ask the Hawks.
It must not be one of those cases that shook the country. From there, nothing happens because we are lacking evidence. But for this one, we took our time because we want justice to be done.
Some among the accused were not even 21 at the time the alleged crimes were committed. Phumelele Magwagula was 19 in 2019 when she was listed as director of Sebenzani Trading 59cc. This is how she responded.
Can you please speak to my lawyer? I think that's best.
Another accused, now 21, was barely 3 years old when he was registered as director of Illuminate Trading CC. How is it possible for a 3-year-old to be a director in a company?
Well, a 3-year-old being a director of a company is not possible.
There's a but.
I think it's important to know that there are different entities at play in South Africa. There are private companies and public companies. And historically, we had closed corporations, which still continue to exist.
Which is what he was a director of, or he is a director of. Yeah.
So it's not a director.
A member of.
A member
yes.
of,
yeah.
which is a different terminology.
Yeah.
And the Closed Corporations Act has a very different set of legislation which applies to it, and it doesn't have the same eligibility requirements. So minors can be members of a closed corporation.
And how? Explain that to me.
When you set up a closed corporation, you set up who the members are and what their members' interests are. And they have a twofold sort of role. They have an economic benefit from being a member, and they also do have fiduciary duties, but to the extent that they are minors or anybody else who is incapacitated, their duties in relation to the management of the company could be performed by their guardians on their behalf.
So they're almost like beneficiaries.
Correct.
The 21-year-old was 14 at the time of the alleged offences. He was arrested alongside his father, also a director at Illuminate Trading. We sought legal aid regarding the matter from National Director Hanonisha Hendricks.
Between the ages of 12 and 14, there's a rebuttable presumption of criminal capacity. It means that the state must prove that that person or that child had criminal capacity at the time. So in this case, it would mean the state would have to go back to that period to show that this child, if it is alleged that it was committed at that time, had criminal capacity to commit this crime.
How do you prove that retrospectively?
I'm not sure how the state will be able to prove it. How you prove it now is that you have the professional examine the child and determine whether the child has criminal capacity. But this person is 21 years old now, and I'm not sure how they will be able to go to prove that, because no one assessed the child at the time.
He couldn't even have been a director at the time because of the Companies Act, correct?
Yes, he is a minor. The 14, 15, 16, if that is the only period, he was a minor.
Outside court, we approached their lawyer.
Are you able to speak to us about the allegations against the client? Oh, okay, we can walk and talk? No, thank you.
His or her company received their payment from the government. That's why maybe you saw young people being involved in this one, because some of them were used in the transfers of the monies.
This allegation is referred to as kubak, children used by adults to commit crime. The UN considers it the worst form of child labor. I wonder if the corrupt ever imagine what peaceful sleep must feel like. Maybe they think it's overrated.